They say words don't lie, but people do. And sometimes, the biggest lies come in the smallest phrases. If you've ever trusted someone, only to be betrayed, it's probably because you ignored the signals. Today, I'll expose the 3 words that almost always signal deception, and more importantly, I'll show you how to protect yourself when they appear. 1. The subtle art of deception. Lies are not always dramatic. They don't come with lightning, fireworks, or dramatic pauses. Most of the time, they're whispered, casual, disguised as truth. People lie to protect themselves, to manipulate you, or to get what they want without earning it. And here's the dangerous part. The best liars don't sound suspicious. They sound confident. They use words that seem harmless, words that seem ordinary. But inside those words is poison. Point 2. Word 1. Trust me. Think about this. When someone is honest, do they need to say trust me? No. Their actions speak for themselves. Their consistency, their integrity, their track record, that is what earns trust. But when someone looks at you and says, trust me, especially when you already have doubts, it's usually a red flag. They're not giving you trust. They're demanding it. They're trying to bypass the process of earning it. Real trust is never forced. It's earned, not requested. Point 3. Word 2. Honestly, how many times have you heard this? Honestly, I didn't mean to. Or honestly, you can believe me. Here's the truth. When people keep repeating honestly, it's often because honesty is missing. It's a subconscious cover-up. A filler. A person who is truly being honest doesn't need to keep announcing it. Their words and actions align naturally. But when someone sprinkles honestly every 2 sentences, they're usually working harder to convince you than to tell the truth. Point 4. Word 3. I promise. This one is tricky because promises can be beautiful. But ask yourself, who keeps promises more? The person who says it once, or the person who keeps saying it but keeps breaking them? I promise I'll change. I promise I'll never hurt you again. I promise I'll be there next time. A broken promise is worse than a lie because it's a lie dressed as commitment. Real people don't need to overuse I promise. They show up. They deliver. They keep their word, even when it costs them something. So when someone keeps throwing I promise at you, pay attention. Watch their actions, not their lips. Point 5. Why these words are dangerous. These 3 words, trust me, honestly, I promise, are dangerous because they create a false sense of security. They play with your emotions. They pressure you into lowering your guard. And once your guard is down, manipulation begins. This is how people take advantage of relationships, businesses, and friendships. Not through obvious betrayal, but through subtle, believable words. Point 6. How to protect yourself. Watch actions, not words. A liar can say anything, but consistency is impossible to fake forever. Actions always reveal the truth. Look for overcompensation. The more someone insists they're honest, the more you should question why. Trust patterns, not excuses. Anyone can make a mistake once. But if you keep hearing promises and seeing nothing change, the pattern is speaking louder than their apology. Stay calm. Liars often want you emotional, so you don't think critically. Stay calm, watch carefully, and don't rush decisions. Point 7. The deeper lesson. This isn't just about spotting liars. It's about valuing yourself enough to demand truth. It's about realizing that not everyone deserves your trust. You have to protect your mind, your time, and your heart. When you stop falling for empty words, you stop being controlled by them. That's when you take your power back. The next time you hear trust me, honestly, or I promise, don't ignore it. Don't be blinded by words. Respect yourself enough to demand actions. Because in the end, it's not words that define people, it's what they consistently do. And once you see through the lies, you'll never be manipulated again.